happy morning, students. We are going to discuss one question, and this is related with the chapter nature and purpose of business. Here, a particular question I have already written on the board. We are going to see what the question is there, and then we are trying to find out the answer. Okay, so let us go to the question right now. See there, the question are, there are three major categories of economic activities. Now, first of all, when we are reading the first line, there are three major categories of economic activities. We already know that what is economic activity and what is non-economic activity. Just let me recapitulate in a very short that when we are considering about economic activities, those activities which we are undertaking with the motive of earning money. Different ways of earning monies are there. So if we are doing job in a particular organization, that is economic activity. If we are a professional one and like a doctor, so he is also rendering the service and taking fees. If somebody is doing business and earning profit, that is also economic activity. So there are different types of economic activities, as well as certain activities which we are doing just for our personal satisfaction. For example, a mother, when she cooks food for her own child, it is a non-economic activity because the motive is only care, only love here. So obviously those kind of activities where the motive is not money, that will be considered as non-economic activity. So here in the question they have said that there are three major categories of economic activities. So what are these three categories? As right now we have discussed, if we are working in a particular organization, that is economic activity, and that one will be considered as employment. Okay, so if we are working in any particular organization, that will be considered as employment. Second thing, if we are one of the professional and we are having a very good knowledge about own subject, like the doctors, like the lawyers, so these type of people, whatever economic activity they are doing, that will be considered as profession. So next one is profession. One is employment, when we are working for others, when we are the employees, and others, our bosses are considered as the employers. Another one is profession. And the last but not the least, that is business. When we are providing goods, when we are providing service, and in return we are earning money, that is known as business here. Okay, so the third category is business. So here in this question, they are talking about these three type of economic activity. As you can see the first line, there are three major categories. So these are the three major categories of economic activity. Okay, so of economic activity, though all these involve earning money, obviously in every case we are earning money, they differ from each other significantly. Explain the difference on any five bases. Obviously they differ. Right now when we have discussed about these things in short, we have seen no doubt in all the cases we are earning money, but the work is different. The conducting of these type of economic activities, the conduct of doing these activities is obviously different. So here we are going to discuss about them one by one. First of all, if I talk about nature of work, first point, if I take nature of work, means what we have to do here in the different cases. Like in case of employment, we have to work according to the rules which has been set by the management, by our boss, by our employer. So we have to work according to the instruction or whatever is mentioned in the contract. We have to follow the contract, the agreement, and then we are working according to that. So nature of work totally depends on the instruction whatever we are getting. Okay. Now when we are talking about profession, it is rendering of service. That means here the person, the professional one, is providing service. Like doctors are providing service, they are treating the patient. Lawyers are also solving different type of cases. So what you can see here, profession, the professionals are providing service here. And when we are talking about the last one, that is business, what they are doing, provision of goods and services to the public. Now what they will do, they will provide goods, they will provide the services to the public here. What they will do? They will produce the goods, they will procure the goods, they will sell it to the market, and people will purchase those things. So here, in case of business, the work is to provide goods and service to the public. So first difference we have seen on the basis of nature of work. Now if you see the second difference, like if I say about qualification. Qualification. Now when we are talking about employment, obviously qualification matters, but here the qualification is actually based on the work, what we are doing. If suppose we are talking about the sweepers or the lower classes, the higher education is not required, basic primary education is enough. Now when somebody is employed at very high post, like somebody is manager and all, so MBA is required. So the thing is that whatever your work is, that according to that your qualification is required. Okay, so qualification does matter, but according to your work. Now when we are talking about the profession, obviously they should be the expert, they should be the trained one in their professional field. So professional knowledge, professional training is required in case of profession. Now when we are talking about business, actually when I talk about business here, no specific category is there, no specific qualifications there. Obviously a illiterate person can also do business. If you go to the market, you see the fruit vendors are there, the vegetable sellers are there, they are not highly qualified, they only know a little bit calculation related with the money, except that no higher qualification is required. So if I talk about business, especially no minimum qualification is there. If somebody is totally illiterate, that person can also do business. So this is one thing, that qualification. This is the second point on which basis we can differentiate among these three. Now if I talk about reward, no doubt we are doing any kind of economic activity, but the motive is to get some reward, to get some return. That is very much important. Like when we are doing job, when we are in employment, what we get? Salary, we get wages. So this is the name of the return which we are getting. When we are in profession, we are getting fees. Like when we go to the doctor, we pay the fees. When we go to the lawyers, we pay fee. When we go to chartered accountants, whatever work they are doing for us, whatever calculations and account maintaining work they are doing, in return we are giving fees. And what about business? We are earning profit. So here you can see, in case of reward employment, they are getting salary or wages. In case of profession, fees is acquired, and in case of business, profit is the reward. So this is the third base. When we are talking about capital investment, let us take as fourth one, capital investment. See here, in case of employment, if we are working in any organization, capital investment is not required. Why shall we invest? We are going there, we are giving our service in that organization. From our side, no capital investment is required. Understood? So here when we are going to any other organization, we are working according to the instruction. So whatever thing is required, that will be provided by the organization. That means no capital investment is required here. See the second case, profession. Here in this case, a little bit capital can be required. For example, when a doctor wants to start its clinic, so it requires some basic equipments, this medical equipments you can say, some basic furnitures may be required, a small office can be required where he can deal with the patients. So capital requirement here is less. Maybe it may be required and the amount will be less here. Now we see the third one, business. When we are talking about business, here in this case, capital requirement is really high. It depends on the size of business. If my size of the business is small, the capital requirement is small. But when I am going to start a big business, my capital requirement will also be big. For example, when we are talking about the fruit vendors or vegetable sellers, capital requirement is very less because we are dealing with very small quantity. But at the same time, think about those organizations capital is required. Small business, small capital. Big business, big capital. Huge capital, you can say. So this is the fourth basis. And the fifth basis, if I say, that is number 5. You can say this one is risk. Here, in case of employment, no risk. Why no risk? Because when we are working in any organization, the salary wages is fixed. Whatever problem is faced by the organization, they will provide us a fixed salary. So almost you can say there is no risk. In case of profession, you can say no, or you can say little risk. Maybe sometime the number of patients or number of clients will be less. So little bit risk, you can say over here. But when we are talking about business, huge risk, because here the risk depends on the investment, and as the investment is high, risk will also be high. So no doubt businessmen are really facing a lot of risk, but here the chances of return is also very high. So these are the basic differences between employment, profession and business, and these are the 5 main bases on which we can differentiate these 3 economic activities. Hope so the question is clear to you. Thank you so much.